I'm Jaime. I'm the owner of Harbour Distillers here in Hubbards.
Originally from here?
No, so I had a cottage here, so I grew up here in the summer, but I'm from Bedford, so I went to school there, and now I go to Dal.
What are you taking at Dal?
I'm in my second year of business. Yeah, so basically why it all started so early was at Dal there's a mandatory co-op where we have to either go into the work field or we can do entrepreneurship, which was kind of my goal after the 4 years. So I kind of thought I might as well start it now. So my first year I started writing my business plan to get ready for the second year when we do our work term. And then things just kind of happened faster and faster, and then here we are today.
And here we are.
Yeah.
So where are we located right now?
So we're in Fox Point in Hubbards, and the old schoolhouse was a community center after, went through a daycare and gym. And then we came in March, started renovations in the end of June, and then our grand opening was at the end of August.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We were here for the grand opening.
Yeah, it was pretty busy.
Awesome. So who did the reno? Because it's beautiful in here.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy. We always talk about them. So Cut Ones Construction, they're actually from Queensland. They started in the end of June, like I mentioned, and it took them 6 weeks from start to finish. And they had a lot, like they had to take down some walls and do like some stuff through the roof and all that thing, so.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
great.
They were awesome.
So you got really lucky getting this space.
Yeah, it came up like my dad called a realtor down here, and then he just was like, I know the perfect place for you, so it worked out awesome. So we have a cottage over in Sim Settlement, and we stay there all summer. We go there throughout the winter, but we all live in Bedford.
This is where you grew up, your childhood, your summers in here, and it's very endearing. It's great that you chose this place.
Yeah.
Because you could have had really built distillery anywhere.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, it was really important to me. Like ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to. I love it down here, and like me and my sister used to be so excited to come down here. And I find there needs to be more things to keep more people down here. So I was like, I always want to start a business. I don't know what it is, but I want it to be down in Hubbards. So that was kind of like my goal when I was little. And then I worked at Grays Island last summer, so I really started to fall in love with everything down here.
Wow.
Mhm.
So it's like a dream come true.
Yeah, it really is.
What inspired you? Did you see something? Did you go somewhere?
So basically what happened was, back in grade 12, I went on a humanitarian trip to Dominican. We stayed in the community, we got to build a house, really talk to the locals. And then one day in particular, they took us to a sugarcane field with the Haitians, took us through their whole process, and then directly from there, took us to a rum factory. And I kind of fell in love with the whole distilling process, through the sugarcane, into the barrels and all those things. I came home, I told my dad all about it, we talked about it for a little bit, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then when I went into business and saw that I could start my own business, I was like, I'm going to do energy drinks because I love the way Red Bull and they like advertise everything. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And my dad was like, no, like go for something harder. There's like 2 companies that run that. So he's like, try to go for like a distilling license. I heard the license are really hard. So that's kind of where it all started. You have to apply for it. So you go through a process with CRA and then NSLC. So there's you have to have your business plan written and have forms done and applications and things like that. I was really lucky when I went to express my interest in entrepreneurship, at the program at Dal, they put me into a graduate class to build my business and give me tools and tips. And then what the plan was is when I go back this year, my work terms will be Black Harbour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, you're well received by the community. Everybody showed up at the grand opening.
Yeah, so when we opened, I kind of based it off of other businesses around here, and a lot with Grays Island just when they closed down, with tourists and all those things. So we originally said November 2nd, but now we're looking at doing some days in December and being open for the Christmas and the holidays and things like that. So we are looking to keep that going, but we'll keep it updated on our social media and how we're going to do that. Okay. And then we do stay open all year round for special events. So we already have some people that are coming in for Christmas parties and staff parties. Things like that. Yeah, really good. We've had a lot of even birthday parties. Some people just want to have their friends for a Christmas day, so they're coming here to do Christmas parties. Yeah.
That's great. I see those new bottles.
Yeah.
Explain to me a little bit what's happening over there.
Our maple rum we came out with for the holidays, kind of Thanksgiving, Christmas, and we're using our maple from New Ross. So I'm trying to keep everything really local, and they're good. So they're in a smaller bottle, 375 milliliter. Yeah, so then our other 2 products right now is our blueberry vodka. That was the first product we came out with. And our blueberries are from Lunenburg. And that's the blue bottle. And then our Caribbean rum is the 902 rum. And that's like a coconut, caramel, banana, vanilla rum, white rum.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I'm not a big rum fan, but it was more for my dad. He loves white rum. But I actually really like it, so.
Oh, that's
yeah.
great. So what's the special drinks that you can make?
Yeah, so if you come to our distillery, we do sample testing of all our products, and then we also do mixed drinks. So our most popular drink seems to be our AP Light, which is our rum with like a lime soda, and we're hoping to find something over the winter to start canning that. Yeah. So I kind of guessed the name too. So I chose Black Harbor because I mean a lot of people down here know about the TV show. For me, it was my grandfather. He used to make moonshine a long time ago. Yeah, so it runs in the family. And he was really big into that. And so basically our cottage was built down here from him. He loved it down here. And he watched the show all the time. And my dad said that like he'd be like, it's meant to be that I make moonshine because there was a family in the show, I guess, with the last name Landry. And they were rum runners. So he was like, it's meant to be, like I have to do this. So that's why I kind of wanted to tie the name in. And it's funny because everybody down here is like, oh my gosh, you based it off the show. And then in Halifax, people that don't know about it are like, that's the coolest name. I feel like it's been around forever. So it's funny.
It has been around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, so our bar actually came from Pacifico, the bar downtown Halifax. So we got to reuse that. And then everything else, like our tables in here, my boyfriend actually built them all with my dad. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So it's been good. It's been like a really fun thing as a family to get to be able to do everything. We painted the outside and then had our contractors come in and do an awesome job, the two of them, Jordan and Kyle. Soon, over the winter, we're renovating downstairs. So originally all our production happened in Dartmouth in a warehouse. And then once we moved down here, we kind of just stored everything up. But now we're hoping to open down there so people can take a tour of actually our whole process. Okay. So our process is a little different. There's no stills on site, so we don't actually have the evaporation of the alcohol going through. What I do is I import the alcohol. It comes in at a really high percentage, and then we cut, polish it. And our whole special process is that we charcoal filter it really slowly, 3 times. So it goes through a whole process, which people will be able to see downstairs, how it filters through. And then my whole goal is to keep everything really local. So local extracts we'll add in as much as we can. Obviously my Caribbean rum's not local, but everything else we're trying to keep really local or have a story or a meaning behind it. So that is our process. And we want to be really open about that.
So do you have like a long-term goal? Like where do you see Black Harbour Distillers?
Yeah. My main goal is just to keep getting more products out there and finding different ways to help. I know a long-term goal for me for some of my products, and I kind of mentioned this to you before, we were kind of working out a plan there, is to really get some products that kind of have a bigger story behind them. So getting more, even if they're not local extracts, but they have a story from another country coming in, I really want to find some products that we can have special meaning to.
Very good.
Yeah. For me, like the most rewarding thing when people come in is like, a lot of people are, it's funny, it kind of works either way, but a lot of people are really supportive of like my age because I am only 19 and I did start most of it when I was 18. So that's been like a huge thing that people come in, and I really want that to inspire other people that are younger that like don't think that they can go out and do something super big. Like I've been so lucky to have like my family support me, you guys in the community to support me and things like that. But I think like I just one day was like, I'm just gonna do it. No matter what your age is, like you can go for it. I think it's something I really want to get out there. And like how much support there really is out there. Like I never would have expected the community to be so supportive over this story, and I've gained so much help from them and advice and things like that. So I'm really lucky that way. And yeah, I think one of my main things is just to really push that like no matter how old you are, you can kind of go out there and do it. Like for me, it still seems like a dream. Like I don't feel like it's true, just because like I've always wished for this. And even my dad, when I started this process, he was kind of like, write a business plan. It'll take you like about 4 years just to, even through the whole government process, like they've been amazing and helping me and like really pushing the story. So he kind of never expected to be here, but like once it kind of all hit us, like my family's like been like super supportive and like believed in me, so it's been awesome. Yeah, so I had that interview earlier this month. So far my boyfriend's helped me with everything. So it's been pretty awesome because he's so supportive. But he's here mostly all the time. And he knows the whole story and the rundown, so he's been here from day one. Oh, yeah. So one of our other most popular drinks is actually our blueberry vodka with lemonade. And that's been, on the grand opening, that was our most popular drink. So
actually,
a lot of lemonade.
Yeah, actually a lot of people are talking about it still.
Really?
That drink, and people are talking about the drink.
I know, it's funny. I don't know if it's like the blueberry and the lemons that everybody's like, but some people are like, oh, it tastes like sour candy or something. So
Oh yeah.
That's what I've gotten from a lot of people, and then other people are like, I can taste the blueberry really well in it. So.
Okay, so where did you just concoct it or?
Actually, I started selling bottles to my mom's friends, and they were like doing taste recipes and things like that. And they're like, it's perfect with lemonade.
Oh,
Yeah.
great! Awesome.
So that's that.
It's supposed to be coffee with Milani, but right now we're going
Yeah.
to have cheers. Have a little try. Like
Yeah.
a summer drink.
Oh yeah, it's been like a big hit in the summer, and then now that we have our maple rum out, that's been a really good hit. We had a lot of people come in yesterday, and they say, I don't know what it is with the rum and Coke, or I should say Pepsi, but everybody's like, the maple in it is really bringing it out. So.
What drink are you making with the maple rum?
Well, we did a specialty drinks yesterday where we did a coffee with Bailey's and the maple rum. My mom was making those, and those seem to be a hit. So.
So where can we find you?
So we have our Facebook page with Black Harbour Distillers, and Instagram, and then our website. And we try to keep that pretty updated all the time. So if we have certain hours that are closed for special events, or we have live music some afternoons, stuff like that, we'll put it on our social media.
Can we give you a call?
Yeah, for sure. So my number's actually on the business cards, the website, and I think it's on the Facebook and Instagram too. So it's pretty easy to reach us.
Okay, perfect, great. Oh, and also I wanted to ask if you do gift certificates for Christmas.
Yeah, so we actually do. And one thing about Christmas as well is we've had a lot of people ask about baskets. So we're putting together Christmas baskets where people can come in and get the bottles in it. We'll try to do some t-shirts and things like that. Glasses we sell here too. So putting a whole gift basket together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
So who do we have here? Who's
That's
this
Frankie.
guy?
Our place is also dog friendly. So I know some people know that, and I've had a lot of dogs here, but we keep it super dog friendly.
It's dog friendly. I love it. You guys also sell all these products.
Yeah.
So you have t-shirts, sweatshirts. Thank you. Thanks so much for your time.
Anytime.